Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us this truth and ruled well. Peace and salutations to the chosen and the elect. All right. I'm Ari Zabak out of the GMS Dallas camp, and I'm going to entitle this lesson here, Esau's time is up. All right. You know, this devil, again, you know, he's moving pretty quick. Every time you look up, you know, his pseudoscience, he's in the media, you know, lying, killing at a mass rate, you know, and you even have his own people, the smile hats, all right, you know, talking about how they don't agree with what he's doing, you know, over there in Gaza on that in that strip over there, you see, and these executive orders that he's coming down with on the people of Israel with here in Babylon the Great. You know, this devil here is moving at an anticipated rate, okay, and we're just gonna speak on how the Most High feel and letting you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true Hebrew Israelites know what time we in right now, because this is prophecy that's being taking place. And, you know, this devil here, you know, he's being exposed, you know, daily. And this is why, you know, he want to get control and have the narrative over of all the information that's going out about this devil, okay? So let's go ahead and let's grab Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah 47 chapter, okay? And this is Isaiah 47:1, and it reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." Right. And, you know, we know this Babylon here is not talking about, you know, ancient, the Babylonian captivity. This here is talking about Babylon the Great, okay? The virgin daughter, because that virgin is going into, that's untouched. She hasn't been penetrated, you see? And that dust, you know, sit in the dust, that's that brought low into confusion, okay? And to sit on the ground, that's confusion. And that ground is to be brought low out of rulership, all right? Into a lower state, okay? And it reads, "Sit on the ground, there is no throne," okay? And that's Esau rulership falling, okay? This place going down. "O daughter of the Chaldeans," and those are the witches and warlocks, okay? That's witchcraft, pseudoscience, all right? That he's pushing out every day, you know, through the media, you know, as I think that's what, Isaiah 5:20. Let me grab that real quick. Let's get Isaiah 5:20. You know, this devil here, you know, he's a deceiver, all right? And this is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, and it reads, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil," okay? And who are those people, man? Those are the Edomites, the so-called white men, all right? Esau, Edom, all right? You know, they're walking around saying that they're, you know, the holy people, okay? And then, you know, they saying that the Edomites are done away with, all right? They're calling the real, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans black. They calling you darkness, evil, when you're the ones that are the people of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, the Israelites, okay? The Hebrew Israelites. And he calling himself the light, okay? When he's the deceiver, all right? So the scripture says again, "Destruction unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness," all right? And that's what this devil has done throughout the earth, you know? He done took the scriptures, all right? as in matter of fact, let's get that real quick. He done took the scriptures and, you know, trying to, you know, bring it out as if, you know, the Amalekites are the Ishmaelites, all right? Just so he can have a reason, you know, to wage war on those people, man, all right? And that's what this devil is doing, you know, using light for darkness, okay? And put bitter sweet, and put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter, all right? So, you know, the scripture says, you know, his mouth, the words that he speak are as Salaki, you know, roughly paraphrasing, you know, it's smoother than butter, but, you know, he still had, you know, but war was in his heart, okay? And this is the spirit that this devil is in, okay? So, going back to Isaiah, the 47th chapter, verse 1, I'm going to read that again, and it reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O daughter of Babylon." And let's get the precept for that, all right? That's Psalms 137, all right? Salakia. All right, this is Psalms 137 and 7. We'll start from, and it reads, "Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof, O daughter of Babylon." Okay? So we know that the Edomites are talking about Babylon the Great. When it's speaking about O daughter of Babylon, it's talking about the Edomites. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, all right? And Babylon the Great is gonna, that's future prophecy. It's gonna be destroyed when our power return, okay? You see? And let's head back to Isaiah the 47th chapter, all right? Starting from verse 1 again. "Come down and sit in the dust," and that dust means confusion, or daughter of Babylon. And Babylon, the word itself means Babal, which means confusion, all right? And that's what this place is in America. You know, it's confusion. And what do you have here? You have men with men, women with women, all right? You have, you know, this nice, beautiful place, food tainted, okay? People, bodies are breaking down. You have lies going out throughout the earth, okay? You have in captivity, mass murdering, okay? Rape, robbing, murder, you know? So, you know, if you know, a man can be what he want to be, he can call himself whatever he want to call himself, and that's confusion, all right? You got fruit with no seeds in it, okay? That's confusion, you see? Again, this is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1, and it reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
52 miles.
Okay? "Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans." And again, those are the witches and warlocks, the sorcerers, all right, who does all this pseudoscience. I remember there was a time when, you know, the community, they can go inside, they can, you know, the news will come out, the media will come out, and they can tell they part of the story on what they saw and what they witnessed. But this man, you know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, he kept getting exposed. So now you don't get a chance to do that. They get to control the narrative, all right? But through the scriptures and through the prophecies, okay, the man of sin that's being revealed, okay, which is Esau, Edom, all right? So, you know, he push out all these lies through his witchcraft because he know if he can control the narrative, he can control the masses. All right. Continuing on, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right, because you're going to be brought down to a low place, man. All right, this place is going to get destroyed. All right. Verse 2, and it reads, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right. And this is going into, Esau, Edom being exposed. All right. Being stripped and being exposed, knowing who he is. All right. And this place, with this awakening, okay, he's being uncovered. The truth is out. He's running. He's a fugitive and a vagabond, roaming the earth now. All right. You can pull up any information at the tip of your fingertips. All right. Where you can go to Chat GPT, AI, and ask questions. You can pull up, are Israelis and Israelites the same people? And it's going to give you the truth. You see? And it reads, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right. So this devil is being exposed, all over the world. You have these other nations, who's been sleeping with her. Okay. They finding out that, hey, this devil here is lying. He goes over to their countries and he's always bringing something back with him. You know what I mean? He's stealing, taking their resources. They finding out that this devil is, the one that's, is the wicked. Okay. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. And that's what's happening right now. This devil don't want, everybody to know all of the dirt he's done. Okay. That's why he's trying to hide, your history when it comes to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. He want to talk about, let's get rid of, all of the evidence of slavery, and let's talk about the good positive things we've done. No, this man had raped, robbed, and murdered, our people, you so-called Negroes, and almost genocide the Northern Kingdom. Okay, when he came over here to the Americas. All right, the North Country. You see, and he's trying to, hide those receipts. But the angel's been recording everything. All right. And this devil, he has shame upon himself. He don't want nobody to see that. He don't want to have to, face. He don't want to have to face the fire. Okay. But that's okay, because Yahweh Shai is not going to meet him as a man. He's not going to come back and preach and teach this time. You see, let's get a precept to this real quick. Let's get Matthew chapter 10. All right. Let's get Matthew the 10th chapter. And again, I'm driving, so bear with me. This is Matthew chapter 10. All right. And I think it's verse 24, if I'm not mistaken. That's Matthew 24. I said chapter 10. Oh, it's 34. Salakia. All right, this is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34, and it reads, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. All right. So he's coming to put work, all right, and judgment on this earth, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, for what he's done to, the nation of Israel, all right. He was persecuted, with his people, you see, under the ancient Roman captivity, all right. Let's go back to verse 3 again. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Because he's going to come in his glory, you know, with the army of hosts, okay, which are the chariots and the angels. Michael the archangel, okay? So this is what this devil got coming toward him, you see? And he's trying to escape that. Verse 4, and it reads, and as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. All right? And our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts, again, that's going into the army. All right? Yahweh's army, you know, which is his right hand, starting with Yahweh Shai and the angels, okay? The chariots, okay? To destroy Babylon the Great, all right? The Holy One of Israel, and that's you Israelites, okay? In the name of Yasharallah, okay? And that's what he's doing this for. That's who he's going to redeem. And when you go into that word redeem, let's get that. What precept is that? Let's get a precept to that. That's Matthew 20. Let's get that. Matthew 20 and 28. All right. This is Matthew chapter 20, verse 28, and it reads, even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. And when you go into that word ransom, that word, let's get it. When you go into that word ransom, okay, it means in a Strong's G 3083, it means latron, all right, and it means the price for redeeming, ransom, paid for slaves, captives, for the ransom of life, to liberate many from misery and the penalty of their sins, okay? And that's talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the elect, okay? The 144,000 governing body, and then, you know, the great multitude, all right? And this is what he came to do. And that's why, let's get that in Deuteronomy real quick, you know, to bring it home. Deuteronomy chapter 28, all right, and 68. And when you read that, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, because we came out of Egypt, we walked out of Egypt by foot, all right, the first time. And by the way thereof we spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. That's our homeland, okay? And you shall be sold unto your enemies, all right, not your friends, but unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, all right? And when you go into that word buy, that means redeem, okay? That word buy means redeem. And who is our Redeemer? That's Yahweh Shai. You know, the Father, through Yahweh Shai, you know, for his through his death, burial, and resurrection. That's what that means, a ransom, you know, to buy back, pay for slaves. So that's what his death, burial, and resurrection had did when you speak about the blood, okay? For the sins of you, for the sins of Israel, starting with the elect, okay? And let's go back to Isaiah, the 47th chapter, all right? I'm driving here, so y'all bear with me. All right. Let's get back to Isaiah. All right. So this is Isaiah, the 47th chapter. All right. And it reads, we'll start from verse 4 again. And as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Okay? Verse 5. sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Okay? And that's going again into the witches and warlocks. All right? His pseudoscience, his witchcraft that he used through his propaganda machine. All right? Through the media. All right? And through, these Edomites, that's in these high places and that spiritual wickedness in high places, okay, that you read about in Ephesians, the 6th chapter. All right? That's what we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. All right? Let me read that again. This is Isaiah 47, the fifth verse, and it reads, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. All right, because that was a point of time here in Babylon the Great where these Edomites were thriving. Everything was good. God bless America, all of that stuff. None of their people, these Edomites no more, are saying God bless America. They're condemning this place, man. You even had Edomites, was thinking that the rapture was taking place and was ready to get up out of here. That's showing you how bad and wicked this place is. You see? This place is not called the Lady of Kingdoms no more. All right? Verse 6, and it reads, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. Right. Because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments, and we brought our power to anger that you read about in Jeremiah 17:4. Okay, I have polluted mine inheritance, all right, and given them into thine hand, and that's talking about Esau, Edom. Like, you're not powerful. The Israelites were given unto you through the Father, Yahweh, okay, because of our disobedience, all right, for a punishment. So you're not powerful, you see, and that's what that's going into, all right. Thou didn't show them mercy, no mercy, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And again, I'm driving, so y'all kind of bear with me. So, you Edomites, y'all got a lot to pay for, okay, as a nation, just like we paid. But y'all took it too far, you see?